Hey, it's the final episode. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. It's called The Obsolete Man. Why is he obsolete? Has his job been taken over by a robot? Has he gone to the far future and discovered that all of his skills are no longer... Maybe he was, mining gold. Then he went to the future and gold is worthless. All your skills, all your mining skills. Can't mine anything in the future. I don't know. Last episode we had a bit of a mystery. We put 7 people in a room. Although, actually, how many people were in that room? 10. There were 10 people in a room. One of them was a Martian. Or was one of them a Martian? That was the whole premise of the episode. Find out last time on the Twilight Zone. This time, no Martians. No people with godly-like powers. Just one obsolete man. It's the final episode. Let's have a look. Imagine when it actually is the final episode. That'll break my brain completely. End of an era.
Wordsworth, Romney.
What?
He's waiting, Chancellor.
Order him in.
Is this the future?
Obsolescence.
Oh, it's a dystopian future.
Because it leads to the future.
It's the future.
Not a future that will be, but one that might be. It has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Yeah. Sounds like nowadays.
He's a citizen of the
Hey.
state, but will soon have to be eliminated.
Isn't that...
Do you know why you're here, Mr. Wordsworth?
Do you?
Yes, sir, I know why I'm here.
It's Burgess Meredith again.
Your occupation, Mr. Wordsworth?
Librarians.
Reader? You're a reader. Bemis?
Has this man had counsel?
Yes, sir, he has.
Are you sure he knows his rights?
He's been given orientation, sir.
This finding carries with it serious implications. Do you understand that, Mr.
Yeah,
Wordsworth?
I understand. I'm a librarian.
I am a librarian, sir. If you people choose to call that obsolete,
Mr. Wordsworth, you people, you make reference to the state?
I make reference to the state.
Yeah.
A librarian having to do with books.
Books, yeah. Have you ever read David Copperfield?
Since there are no more books, Mr. Wordsworth, there are no more libraries. Case in point, a minister. Since the state has proven that there is no God,
Oh, has it?
that would make the function of a minister somewhat academic as well.
There's no books.
There is a God.
There's no Bible. What did you say? Mr. Wordsworth? What the hell did you just say?
You cannot erase God with an edict.
Look how tall he is, though.
You are obsolete, Mr. Wordsworth.
I am a human being.
You're a librarian. Words, Mr. Wordsworth, that have no substance, a vacuum that you make believe has an existence by scribbling in
He's like a preacher. You're not really getting into it.
You waste our time, Mr. Wordsworth, and you're not worth the waste.
He stood up for his principles, what he believed in, the old world, and they didn't want to hear it, so...
How do you find, ladies and gentlemen?
Obsolete.
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 Right? Yeah.
Obsolete.
I
Absolutely.
concur.
Absolutely. What's his punishment? Death?
You are to be liquidated.
Liquidated?
Within a period of 48 hours. But you have an option as to method and precise time. With pills, gas, electrocution,
Yeah, I don't like that one.
or any specific time that you request.
200 years in the future?
That I choose the following. To be given an assassin to whom I shall tell the method of my execution.
He's unorthodox.
That will be acceptable, Mr. Wordsworth, provided your liquidation is accomplished within the 48-hour
As long as
period.
it's done.
I should like to die with an audience.
Ooh, he's going to make a statement with his death.
That can be arranged indeed. It has an educative effect on the population.
Hey,
I have no
maybe,
doubt.
Maybe you don't want that.
Now, and the place?
In my room.
Agreed, Mr. Wordsworth.
I wouldn't be agreeing to anything.
That will be all, Mr. Wordsworth. You may leave and return to your room.
I love this pulpit that they gave this guy. I love, actually, the entire set. Look how tall it is. Like, that's actually physically there. That's amazing.
We'll show the people how this obsolete man, this librarian, dies.
See, he tricked you. He's got a plan. Like, he probably will die, but what he's requesting? Very shady. Is it the liquidator assassin guy? Look at all the books. They said there was no books. Also hilarious
Chancellor.
that Bemis has all the books.
Thank you for coming.
You know why I've come?
To see all my books.
Do you?
And that is...
To prove to you that the state has no fears. None at all.
None of you.
Will you come to my room to prove that the state isn't afraid of me? Oh, what an incredible burden I must be. You have to prove... No, I'll tell you the reason you came.
Now it's my turn to ask. What might that be?
Is he the dad in that episode?
I don't fit, do I?
Yes, you fit. In a few moments you'll be cringing and pleading just like they all do. Oh, you've got a worthless, miserable little life, but you've also got an instinct for survival.
No need to insult him.
I take it you've had a talk with whoever has assigned your liquidation.
See, they brought this equipment here early this
cameras.
afternoon. Put that up in less than 15 minutes.
Oh, very efficient.
Very efficient.
Yes.
Well, we're being televised now.
Last year in the mass executions, 1,300 people were put to death in less than 6 hours.
Quality entertainment.
History teaches you nothing.
We had predecessors, Mr. Wordsworth, who had the beginnings of the right idea.
It's Hitler.
Hitler, of course.
Of course, Hitler.
Was simply not going far enough. Too many undesirables were left around. And
Hippies.
the sick, the maimed, and the deformed.
Librarians.
And people like yourself. So, in a few moments, it will be the end of a rather fruitless life. Please, Mr. Wordsworth, turn around, face the camera. If you feel like crying, go ahead and cry. Or if you want to plead, plead.
Are they both being killed at the moment? Irradiation?
Yes, that would please you, wouldn't it?
Shoot yourself, Mr. Wordsworth.
Chancellor,
Can he leave?
you're not going anywhere.
Well, I wouldn't stay in this room anymore. I'm suspicious.
Would you like to know the method that I've chosen for my liquidation?
Yes.
In a very few moments, a bomb is going off.
Oh, get out of there.
Relatively quick and painless death.
Is the door locked?
Yes, isn't it?
It's not opening. The assassin locked it, as per my request.
Now, question. How does a man react to the knowledge that he's going to be blown to bits
This is highly
in
illegal.
half an hour?
Help.
Answer, it depends on the individual.
Oh, everybody's watching.
I'm going to sit down and read my Bible.
Maybe it's just a bluff.
It's a crime punishable by death. Still, it's the only possession that I have that has any value at all to me.
I like how it escalated.
How will you spend your last moments, Chancellor?
Let me out of here.
I'm not obsolete. This is
Let me out of
murder.
here, someone!
You're cheating the audience. You're not facing the cameras. Sense in wasting your breath. There's nobody there. That's one of the rules you made up yourself. What you said.
But they can see me on the cameras.
You're insane, Wordsworth, if you think they'll let me stay here.
They? Ah, you mean the state?
Yeah, the state.
Oh, the act of rescue would be very demeaning to them. No, I think they won't help you.
I don't know. They should show their strength by rescuing him. Killing this guy.
Let the whole country see the way an official of the state dies, too. Face the cameras.
This guy's gonna crumble
Let the whole country see the
in
strength
front of the
state.
camera.
Just you and me and the great equalizer.
Death.
As death is a great equalizer. In the eyes of God, there is precious little to distinguish us.
Ooh. 25 minutes.
We shall see, Wordsworth, we shall see.
He's gonna crumble. In the face of certain death, the last minute will kill
The
him.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
They have to rescue me. They have to rescue me. Don't they know who I am?
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, we know this. This is a good one. Oh,
Surely goodness
countdown.
and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Not for my sins, O God.
Oh, clocks.
The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men.
He's sweating. Where's your confidence now, statesman?
Unto thee, O
Oh shit,
Lord.
these minutes are going by quickly.
My
He's holding out pretty well, actually.
Please, please,
Oh,
let me out!
He's
In the
cracking.
name of God, let me out! Let me out!
Yes, Chancellor, in the name of God, I will let you out.
No, there was a bomb. Thought it was a bluff. Well, everybody got to see the difference between a simple librarian, obsolete, and this member of state who will now be obsolete Because he let the state down?
You have been removed from office. The field investigators have declared you obsolete.
I'm not obsolete.
You are obsolete.
Listen to my voice. It's... Hey, shut up, you guys.
I've worked for the state. I've helped the state.
I built this puppet thing. I put my own hands.
Please, I'm not obsolete.
I know carpentry. Ooh, they're like apes now.
I have a function. I have a purpose.
Let me stand with you and just chant obsolete.
State,
That's all you people seem to do.
No. I want to serve the state.
Are they making that noise? Punch over him. No! You should have punched one of them. Grab the microphone. Nope.
He was obsolete. Any state, any entity, any ideology that fails to recognize the worth, the dignity, the rights of man, that state is obsolete.
Rod,
In the Twilight.
you're not going to like the future. You're not going to like... You're not going to like what has happened in the 60 years since this episode has been filmed. It's sort of insidious, it's sort of hidden, it's sort of... We can wave our hands and pretend it's not happening, but there's... we should be vigilant. That's all I'm saying. And hopefully we won't get to this room situation where everybody is... I'd be first into that room. Reaction channel? Obsolete! Get out of here, liquidate you. Gonna give you some pills or something. Very interesting episode to end season 2 on. It's the episode with the biggest message. Not just a random episode, not just a silly little episode, pointedly made. Very specific choice for it. Commentary on some of the things Rod sees in his present that could, if unchecked, spiral out of control to get to that stage. Some of those things have gotten worse since then, and we should be ever watchful to make sure we don't reach any sort of weird future like that. But Burgess got a third crack of the whip. They were like, hey, everybody loved you in 1-8. The Mr. Dingle episode, that was not worth your acting chops. This one's worth it for you. And they got the guy, the dad from the... How can I describe that episode? Well, the world was on the brink of war, and him and his family and his friends were thinking, maybe, is there a way we can get out of this? That episode. Pretty sure it was him. I'm not even going to check it. Yeah, good end to season 2. Not much to comment on that I didn't already say in the reaction. You know, it was just this man. The state no longer sees him as a relic of the old world, defying their authority and their control. Therefore, we should kill him. And this man is proving to the viewing public that he has more dignity and honor and worth than the state. He did it he used the loophole of the terms of his death to work it all out. Although the state should have been knocking down that room. Imagine if the guy did die on camera. The state guy. What sort of message does that send? You know, that they're so easily trapped by a simple librarian? No, you come in with your iron fist. The state guy sits there like this. The door gets bashed open. He walks calmly out. And they humiliate and kill the librarian for daring to stand up to the state. Although maybe some people would see that as weakness as well. Oh, you fear this librarian so much that you It's kind of a lose-lose situation sometimes. The mistake they made was letting him dictate any secret terms at all, accepting his invitation to come around to his house. All of that stuff. So, next time out, no breaks. Not taking a break between seasons. Season 3. The first episode of Season 3 is called 2. To find out what 2 is about, join me next time for the Twilight Zone. And thank you for watching as always. See ya.